Yeah, it looks like it's
Right,
live now.
yeah, looks like we're live eventually. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday Racing. It's Tier 2, and we are in Russia, Mother Russia, and we're at the Sochi Autodrome. With me in the comms box this evening, I have Mr. Fast, Mr.
Mr. Fast.
Mr. Fast, Mr. Too Quick, I don't know what you want to call it, Grim Jaw, Kevin Mandrusela from Tier 1. Welcome, young man.
Yeah, thanks, eh? It's good to be in the comms tonight.
It's nice having someone with me for a change.
No, I felt bad because it wasn't fair, man. It wasn't fair. Like, I figured, hey, look, if no one wants to step up, then
Then you
someone has
step
to do
up.
it.
There we go. Right, so everything looks okay in the session. Trevor, it looks like it's sunny. I was expecting maybe a little bit of rain, but it seems like it's all sunny and happiness. So Q1, we will get rid of no drivers because there's only 15 in the session. In Q2, we will lose 5 of them. That will go through 10. We'll go through to the top 10 shootout in Q3. And then it's all for bragging rights for pole position. At the moment, Super D at 1:31.8. Sure, that's already quick times coming through there.
Yeah, very, eh? I'm actually surprised, but I'm sure a lot of guys are sandbagging, yeah.
Yeah, look,
They're
we
just
had a
saying,
chat during the week about Tier 1 and Tier 2. I just want to get some, I just want to set some sound settings here from my side. Um, so let's do this, and we do that. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, we had a chat about, Tier 1 and Tier 2, and a lot of people think that Tier 2 is slow drivers. And in fact, it's really not like that. Obviously, FTR started off with like a practice time trial kind of thing in Russia and in, I think it was Austria. Um, but that's of no use really, because everyone sandbags really to be in a tier where they're going to be more comfortable in. And with the new rule changes for season 3, we'll see a couple of changes in the tiers. But in essence, tier 2, Trevor is putting up basically the same lap times as what we are doing in tier 1 at the moment.
yeah, I'm actually surprised because I've picked up that a lot of the guys improved over the season. They've improved like crazy. And yeah, they could actually compete with us. Because I figured like the guys that I'm pretty sure could move over is Chucky, Zero to Cool, Super D by
Yeah,
default, even
absolutely.
Maxstar, even Maxstar though.
Yeah, and you can even take Red Fury. I mean, there's plenty of drivers who I think is definitely in a qualifying session fast enough to be in tier 1. FTR is obviously about close racing. We want to get the guys. I was so chuffed the past couple of weeks where, the top 10 in both tiers, except for Josh's extremely good lap last week in Singapore. But in essence, the top 10 was literally a second from each other. And that's really what you want. You want anyone can really get pole. And tier 2, is very close to the moment. And we'll talk a little bit about the standings and stuff at Q2. But yeah, in essence, a lot of fast, and it always gives me great pleasure to see people improving over the season. If I can look at people, Ron Skitter, he's improved a heck of a lot during the season. He was battling at a stage to finish races. Now he's basically a
Consistent.
consistent visitor in the top 5, 6. Another guy that stands out for me is Gia Bertha. Obviously, I practice a bit with him. So Bertha has improved a lot. He was new to the game last season, never played F1 in his life before. Started with 2019, and he's improved. Sean Isatronic, he's had some good results. Aiden Nason, for me, has improved in terms of racecraft. So really nice to see in tier 2.
Yeah, it is. And I picked up with JP Boots, he's been using the wheel, right? He's been using it
Yeah.
ever since. So,
Absolutely. So he had some issues with the pedals. I know when Nam Bulldog was still with us, he had issues with his pedals. I know Nam Assassin recently had issues with his pedals. But he is also one of those guys who just started switching off assists. So he's currently driving with no traction, manual
yeah, that's
gears.
good on him.
Yeah, and he's slowly getting there. I think he's using this season to get himself ready for next season. And I tell you what, if he gets it right, he'll be definitely part of the quick group on top.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We'll definitely see now. But yeah, looks like all the other guys, some of the guys haven't even went out yet, eh?
Yeah, so a lot of guys haven't went out. We're still waiting for Aiden Nason, and as I say that, he hasn't put up the lap time yet. So we've got Super D in zero to cool, Chucky in third, Torment in fourth, my Red Bull brothers 1 and 4. There must be a little bit of favoritism in the comms box. Aiden Nason still needs to set a lap. Red Fury low is on an out lap, so let's have a look at Ruan here. And see how, and Ruan started the season with us, obviously not finding the game very easy in the beginning, but I tell you what, he's probably one of the guys that's a very good example for if you put the practice time in, you will become fast, because Ruan went from penalty to penalty to having really clean races and being on top of it. So very proud of him. It's good to see him racing so well.
Yeah, I'm curious to actually see the new guy, Chicken Wing.
Yeah, so Chicken Wing basically was part of our season 1, which is like a pre-season thing. I don't know, he got busy and stuff, so he's moved on, and then he returned to us now in season 2. And avid motorsport enthusiast. He's also got a rig. He's one of the lucky men out there. He's got a PlayStation 5. And he really takes his racing seriously. So he didn't have the best of weeks last week. And hopefully this week he can make up for it.
Yeah, I will definitely.
So just looking at the comms here in the chat. Yaku, how's it, Jakes? It's nice to have Yaku on the stream here. He's obviously supporting Loki. So well done on that. Bonita saying, how's it? Bonita is our #1 fan, Trevor. She always says, how's it?
Always there.
She's always there.
I always see her there. I always see she's like, every time we start, I just log in a bit just to see what's happening. And she's the first one.
Bonita's always here. She's Lamb Assassin's wife. Yeah. So, she's Lamb Assassin's wife. Obviously, Lamb Assassin tonight, and I think in DRS, so all the best of luck to him. And let's see, yes, Japan, which is waiting for us next week. So that's some good practice for the guys. And Low puts in the time, he puts up the control. So it's good, yeah. So everyone has set the time, so everyone can retire if they feel fit for it. Move on to Q2. So yes, a bit of a bonus driving for DRS tonight. Obviously, a nice warm-up for Japan that waits for us next week.
Yeah, which is how it goes, yeah. But I'm just curious how to see how it's gonna go in Russia. Actually, the penalties on this track, it's very, very easy. You get penalties.
It is. This track is, I haven't practiced a lot, but it also looks like it's very consistent. Sometimes you can take a corner in a way, and it's fine. And next time you do the same thing, it gives you invalid. So. But there is some quick people out there. If I look at the time trial times, I was on time trial this morning just to see what the guys are doing, and there's some seriously fast drivers out there. I just can't get time trial right. I absolutely suck at time trial. But
you suck at it. Oh, like I've realized I've actually parked it. I don't even bother looking at time trial. I just go in there just to get a baseline. But I'm like,
absolutely, it's the same with me. Yeah, but there's just some really one lap times.
Yeah. But now, when it comes to the race pace, that's where it counts. That's where they need to deliver, these guys.
That's absolutely, and that's where practice session comes in. Practice lobbies that the guys sit and do their tires. And I know, obviously, Super D, I know Tolman puts a lot of time in, Super D puts a lot of time in. I know Zero to Cool and Chucky also finds the time. So at the moment, it's very close to them, and we'll chat about, there's still 5 minutes left in the session. So Wezo's in the pits, Aiden Mason is in the pits, Saki Biena. He's a 9th currently. Chicken Wing, so let's stick with the horse. So he's hopefully going to start another lap for us, so we can. His fuel seems to be almost empty, so he's probably going to jump into the pits. Everyone in the pits, so hopefully the guys can retire and move on. So while we wait for the guys to retire, and obviously in Q2 we'll chat about Tier 2 and the standings, and we are. It's almost that silly time now. Trevor, where we get to, I mean, literally, we've got Japan left before Christmas, then it's the Christmas holidays, and then we come back, then we've got, in no particular order, I think we've got the USA, we've got Brazil, and then Abu Dhabi, and then basically season 2 is done and dusted. We'll have a brand new world champion in Tier 1, world champion in Tier 2. It's almost kind of silly time now, where the guys who are still fighting for the championship, I think people get nervous.
Yeah. And this is where they actually gonna make a lot of mistakes. This is where it'll make you or break your season, actually.
So how do you feel? Obviously, you are, and I mean, let's talk about Tier 1 for a little bit. So Yaku was leading the championship, I think, for a good, I don't know, half season in the Ferrari. So Yaku has had a really awesome season, had a couple of wins under his belt. He's had a really bad couple of races, obviously missing one race as well. So you are still in with a shout. Red Bull DTM is still in with a shout. Yaku obviously still there. How do you look at the next couple of races coming up? You know, I think if it's your favorite track, it's a bit easier. But if it's not a driver's favorite track coming up, how do you look at this and say, look, I can still win the championship?
It's very difficult. And actually, when I think about, I've been thinking about that actually. So remember when we raced in Italy, where
Yes.
that was probably my worst race. Everything that could go wrong actually did go wrong.
I think I was in the same boat as you there. I think I finished 10th and you 11th or something. It was
We were
ridiculous.
just like, you know, I think at that point we were like, let's just finish the race. Let's just mark this off and just look at the next one.
And it's not a difficult track, Trevor. It's probably one of the tracks that everyone enjoys because it's not a very technical track and it's easy to score points.
Yeah, the thing is, it's once you get into that DRS train, once they just say if you're outside the DRS zone, it's very difficult to catch up.
Yeah,
it's very, very difficult. And then with all the drama we had, wings here,
it was
safety
absolutely
cars.
chaos. So how do you look at the next couple of races? Obviously, like I said, you are still in for a big shot to win the World Championship, and I would say probably the hot favorite at the moment to actually come through and win the World Championship. How do you deal with the next couple of races coming up? What is your strategy? Obviously, you've got a teammate. I'm trying to think now, who is your teammate in Tier 1?
Ronald.
Ronald. So have you and Ronald had a chat about something like that? Is it something that you think teammates should help each other with?
I think it is. I think it is because we actually haven't spoken about it. But when we were racing in Singapore, he actually just let me through because I was on the faster tire at that time. And I was like, okay, on the constructor's point of view, we actually not there. But from our perspective and him, we just figured, let's not fight each other. Let's just focus on pushing each other forward. And he actually gave me that opportunity. But I'm actually happy that he's there as my teammate, just to help me in such situations.
Look, Ronald is definitely fast. Let's not take anything away from Ronald. When he joined us this season, he had a couple of wins under his belt. He was pushing,
I think on his first race,
hard. Yeah,
on his first race, yeah.
He pushed extremely hard in Spain, and I still blame it. I still blame him for that. I think I sent him a message. I said he shouldn't have joined the FTR because Spain was definitely my race to win it. He comes in station for me. But
it was raining, huh?
Yeah, it was, and I decided I was so focused. I completely missed the opportunity to go pit for the softs with 2 laps to go, and like 20 seconds ahead of the guys, and I was on Inters, and it was just too late to pit, so I was a sitting duck. But Ronald, in essence, a very clean driver. As we look at the standings, everyone goes through. Nothing to worry about. All 15 drivers will go through to Q2.
I'm curious. Actually, I'm curious on the tire choice here.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be interesting to look at the tire choices. But you and your teammate, you talk about the race coming up. You talk about what do you guys expect from each other, and I think that's healthy. I think that's the way it should be.
No, I actually need to do it more because I haven't really spoken to him much. Like I've been so busy. Like I don't know if other people are actually not working, but I'm working like 4 days a week.
No,
so
I think,
it's quite hectic.
you know, I always say to people, it's just, you know, if you're passionate and if you like something, you will find the time for it. Maybe for me, it's normally not the amount of time that you spend on it, it's the amount of quality time that you spend on it.
Exactly.
But moving into Tier 2, so, and we'll get back to Tier 1 a little bit later in terms of the constructors. Tier 2 at the moment, who do you think might have a problem getting through in this session? So we will lose 5 drivers in this session. I see everyone's going out. The 2 Mercs is going out in tandem.
Tires. So I can see a few guys
I'm gonna go through. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna get some telemetry up here. There we go.
So I can see what Ronald, Ron Shuttle, Max Star,
Yeah, so it
Rizzo,
looks
and also
like a lot of guys going out on the softs, mediums. So Low is out on the softs on his outlap. Chucky is out on the softs. Saki Beard is out on the mediums. It's going to be interesting to see what he can get up to. You've got Wezo on the mediums. You've got Kia on the mediums. And the rest all looks like softs.
yeah, this will be interesting because when I did actually some practice and also when I did race here, I figured and I actually picked up that the mediums work well for the first stint, and then the softs will come into their own towards the end because you lose a lot of time here when you're on on the mediums. After from switching from soft to medium throughout the race, you lose a lot of time on that medium if you're going against someone on the soft.
Yeah,
A lot of time.
I had a chat. I think it was with Pia Bertha or it was with Ruan or so. I can't remember who it was, but we in essence had a chat about, in other tiers, in other leagues, there's a big gap between, let's say, 8th and 15th. So you can really go out on a slower tire, and you will still be able to get through to Q3. Tier 2 and Tier 1 at the moment is so close that if, and I know you've experienced it as well, is that we go out on the mediums and you think that you've got the pace, you obviously got the pace to fight for pole, and you go out on a slower tire, and then drivers that's a little bit slower than you goes out on the softs, they just put a magic up, and all of a sudden you find yourself under pressure. So it's not that comfortable anymore going out in Q2 on the mediums because you might not make the top 10, which is, I think, as a driver, it's frustrating. But from a league point of view, I think it's awesome.
It's great.
Great.
It makes you learn. Like, I think that happened to myself in Italy as well. It just takes me back, and I was like, I'm sure I'm gonna get in. Boom, I got knocked out. But you're right though. Like, it's very, very close. It's very close.
And that's what we're trying to encourage in this league. Obviously, if there's always money involved and prize money and all that kind of stuff, you want the racing to be, to be clean and fierce and close. I think driving styles has improved much along the way. Ooh, the Ferrari are getting a bit closer to Max Start. I'm just not sure who that is. It looks to me like could be Ron.
It's a Top Dog. Yeah, it's Top Dog.
Yeah, it's Top Dog. There we go. So it's getting a bit closer. Maybe he's hoping for a bit of slipstreaming on the start-finish straight. So let's have a look.
Everyone. He also validated, eh? Yeah, Max Start validated.
Yeah, so everyone is out at the moment, except for Super D and for Aiden Asen. They're still sitting in the pits.
There's an incident there.
Oh,
there's an incident.
Okay.
Sakibian lost the front wing there.
Oh, I just get on board with him. The Alpha pops in. So
yeah, it looks like he got a 5 second. I mean 5.
Place penalty. Oh, great penalty.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
It's Chucky. There's Chucky in him.
Yeah, okay. And as I speak about driving, something like that happens. So there you go. First time on the board there, 133.670. That's from Kia Bertha. I don't think that would be fast enough. I don't think that will be fast enough to put into Q2. He might have to go out on the softs.
You have to go again, yeah.
He's almost 2 seconds off the pace from a 131.6 from Top Dog, and that's more like it. I still think in Q3, Trevor, we're probably going to see high 130s. The guys
I think it's going to be a low 31, yeah? A low 31.
Well, we're almost there. It's a mid 131s, which is a Top Dog, and Red Fury just popped in 210s off him. So he's almost there. So Red Fury putting himself through. I think that's definitely. I would say a 132.4 is probably good enough to get you through to Q3. But let's have a look. Let's see if anyone, Adam Asen, Super D, everyone's in the pits.
Okay, so Tillman went through there.
I'm with Wezo at the moment, so he's invalidated his lap. So he might run out of fuel. Let's see if he goes into the pits.
Zero Too Cool just posted the second in the second sector, the fastest time there.
Fastest time. All right, so let's get on board there with Zero. And the Alpha Tau is having an awesome season. They were absolutely nowhere in the beginning of the season or the first quarter of the season, and they just came through. And as he comes through, there we go. Less than a tenth away.
He lost a lot of time, right? In that third sector.
131.7. But that is the sector. If you can nail it, Trevor, you can be extremely quick on a lap. If you battle in sector 3, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough qualifying. It's gonna be a tough race for you.
Let's see.
So Tormund also popping up a time there. He's currently in fourth at a 1:32.2. I think that would be good enough to get him through. I just want to follow some other drivers and see who's on.
Where's invalidated?
Ooh, Aiden Mason running extremely okay, but he's on an out lap, so we'll get on board with him again. Super D, he is going on the lap. 8 minutes left. So I am going to stick a bit with the Red Bull, my race engineer, Bono. So Super D is my race engineer on Wednesday evenings, and I tell you what, hats off to him. He deals with an extremely difficult driver.
The one for Singapore. That strategy there. The way that worked out for you.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
It was bad luck and luck at the same time. Obviously, me losing connection with load shedding or something in a power station going wrong. Lost a good 4 minutes while I had to get my generator on. And as I rejoined, and luckily I could, as I popped into the car and I take control, he just said to me, "Pit for hearts," and I did. I didn't ask questions. Got out, and he said to me, "Look, you can still finish good in the points because it's all about scoring points." And yeah, from last to third, I was quite okay with that.
Because I was shocked. I was like, yes, it's like from nowhere, out of nowhere. Then on this end, I just see you pass me after I have wing damage, and I'm like, am I actually going to catch you?
Here we go. But you did catch me, and Super D starts his hot lap now, so we're going to stick on board with him a little bit and see how he goes. As he goes, starts over the start finish straight. DRS wide open, 8th gear, up to probably about 331 kilometers, 232. Brake hard into turn 1, 3rd gear, right the curve a little bit, then pops it into 4th. Stay as close as possible to the Onco barrier here on the left, very long left hand. Then you just string it across into 4th. Now this is a tricky section. This is all about rhythm. As he goes through, goes purple in 1st sector, 4th gear, nice rotation of the car, getting nice out of the corner there. This is a 5th gear. Is he 4th, 5th? Yeah, there we go. Maybe lost a little bit of time there. 5th gear, yeah, 4th. Gets nice traction out. And he needs to set himself up nicely here for the DRS zone. 2nd DRS zone coming up. Knocks it over. You want to stay as far right as possible. So let the car drift in slightly to the left before a very fierce braking zone. And just right hand, that's purple sector 2 for him. 3rd gear. Good rotation, knocks it into 4th now, there we go. This is the tricky section where everyone battles, nicely 2nd,
nice.
3rd. This looks like a very clean lap by him, nice and close to the barrier. Maximum out of this turn, yeah, 3rd, 4th, clocks it in. This is going to be a good time, is it? Yes, there we go, 131 flat.
We're going to get into those 30s.
I tell you what, luckily I recorded that because that was really a good lap. Well done to Super D. Top Dark at the moment. Wow, what a good lap by Top Dark for 131.6. 0 to Cool in 3rd, Red Fury in 4th, Chucky in 5th. Guys who's in trouble at the moment, just with over 5 minutes left, is Ron. I am currently with Ron. He is in Sector 1 at the moment. Low is in Sector 3, so we're going to just focus on Low and see if he comes across the line. He hasn't invalidated this lap, so let's see what going through the last corner now. Nice tight exit. Let's see if he can get it right. Yes, he does. Over the start finish straight, and that pops him into 9th. So that puts here Buerta under a bit of pressure. A 1:33.6.
Yeah, I have to put in the time.
He probably have to. So let's pop in with Ron. Ron is in Sector 1 at 33.4. Oh, runs wide. Not invalidated, but I think he lost a lot of time there. So, he's on an out lap. Apologies for that. Chicken Wing, he's on 12th, not the best of laps. So he's probably going to set himself up for another lap. Saki Biena, he's in the pits. And Wezo. Wonder why they're not going out.
No, they'll have to. They're going to have to.
They're going to have to go out. How about Bert? I just want to hear, Bert. I just want to see what
still in the pit?
tire did he. So he did that time on the mediums. He's still not out on the softs. So let's see. He ducks out. It looks like he's going out. I just want to see what tires he goes out on. So no, he's still in the pits. He's sitting nice and comfortable. Probably going to leave it a little bit late. Ron, he's going to set himself up again. I think he's going into the pits. Yeah, new boots. Maybe fill up some fuel. As I say that, it also looks like Maxwell also popping into the pits. Yeah, that's it.
Wezo's out again.
Sean ducking into the pits. Is the Tronic ZA Saki Biena? Wezo, yeah, Wezo's out. So and he's got out on the medium, so he's got a lot of confidence in himself, thinking that he can definitely get to a 1-3-3-5. And as I say that, Pierre Bertha's been pushed out of the top 10.
The guys on the mediums are all going to have to go out.
Look, 1-3-3-3 for Maxstar, not too bad. But I would probably say 1-3-3 flat would be good enough.
1-3-3 flat would be safe. Because Wezo, he may get in, possibly.
Yeah,
Saki Biena hasn't went out yet.
Unfortunately for Wezo, he will not have enough time to come in, put softs on and go out again. So he's going to have to make this work. Pierre Bertha's going out in the softs. So this is going to be interesting. Ooh, and almost a smackdown in the pit lane there. So it's the Haas coming out, followed by the Mercedes, and then the Alpha Tauri. I think it's 0-2, or might be Chucky. Yeah, it's Chucky going out of the pits. He's decided, look, I want to get through you guys. He probably wants to get a lap in, maybe even 2 if he can. So at the moment in the drop zone, we've got Pierre Bertha in the Mercedes, we've got Isatronic, Sean in the McLaren, he's just going out now. Chicken Wing in the Haas, yeah, he's in 13th. Maybe you can have a look at him for us and just give us some sector times if he's up or down.
They bumped into each other, there's contact between the Alpha Tauri and... GC, who was that? 0-2, cool. It was Chucky.
Yeah, it looked like Chucky was a bit aggressive. So I'm currently with Wezo on track. He's on sector 1. He's on the mediums. I want to see how this mediums look. On board with him, 8th gear. Then he's going to just swing it right into 3rd, 4th. Almost a little bit of hesitance turning in there. Maybe not having too much faith in the tyres. Oh, it looks like a battle on the mediums. Trevor, if I look at the Wezo, but we'll keep on looking at his times. Sean is got through. Pierre Bertha is starting his hot lap almost. Yeah, so currently in the drop zone, we've got a Mercedes, a McLaren, we've got a Haas. We also have Saki Biena, who's still in the pits. Not sure why.
Yeah, that's just very weird. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Or is he deciding to just start on the hards?
Maybe. That's maybe not a bad option for him. Maybe. It's going to be raining for all that we know. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just fun. Okay,
right, so I'm currently on board with Pierre Bertha. I'm going to give you some sector times for him. Maybe you can have a look at Wezo for us and see how his lap progresses. So Pierre Bertha currently in sector 1.
He didn't improve on his time. He improved to 12th. Wezo, but not quick enough.
Okay, there we go. So Pierre Bertha is 2/10 up in sector 1. That will be enough to get him on top of Aiden Nason, who's on the mediums. Aiden Nason is on track as well. So maybe have a look for us at Aiden Nason. He's decided to switch to the softs as well. So Wezo's retired from the session. I think he's had enough. Let's see what Pierre Bertha gets up to, because it's probably going to be a straight fight between Maxstar, Aiden Nason and Pierre Bertha here. So sector 2 coming up for Pierre Bertha. Let's see what he gets up to. Almost 4/10 up, so that will take him in 9th
position. Invalidated, so he's basically flat 10th. He's stuck in 10th.
Okay, he's stuck in 10th, so it's all about keeping the guard together here for Pierre Bertha and see if he can push it through. He was 4/10 up in sector 2. It's all about sector 3 if you got a good drive. So let's see if he can get himself out of the bottom 5 as he crosses the line.
Just misses out.
Wow. He probably had a very poor sector 3 because he was...
he ran wide. He ran wide on that last corner.
Well, he's got another lap left. He crossed the line before the checkered flag goes out. So he's out again. He's got some ERS left and he's got enough fuel, looks to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So at the moment, Aiden Nason sitting duck. Pierre Bertha trying to get himself through. DRS Wezo, he's out. Chicken Wing, he's out. Sean is a Tronic. I'm not sure if he's on a lap.
He's still on a lap.
I'm just checking sector 2 times here for here, but it almost looks like the best is out of those softs. I
Yeah,
think it's just,
Isotronic is out. He didn't make it on this. He did
yeah.
improve on his time, but he's out.
So Gilberto literally needs a tenth and a half to get himself through, but it looks like the softs, he's
Unless his
just taken
tires
too
are
much
gone.
out of it. Yeah, I think the tires are gone.
Life is out. Yep.
Let's see if he comes through sector 2, if there's any improvement. Yeah, he's 2 tenths down, so unless he's made a big... Well, you said he ran wide earlier, so maybe if he doesn't run wide now, you can probably get those 2 tenths, or maybe a tenth nicely through the S's there. This is the last spot, so we wait for his sector 3 time to come up. So he's chasing a 1:33.5. It's going to cross the line. 1:33.3.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
How's that for timing? So he puts himself through into Q2 or Q3. Well done, Pierre
Sure.
And the
In
drivers.
top 10.
Yeah.
One guy on mediums. One
So
guy. And he's going to be in a very good position.
On mediums.
Max Star's going to be in a good position for the race. That's a given there. Unless the safety car or something happens, but he's in a really good position.
Yeah, so Max Star on the mediums, he is definitely sitting pretty for me. I think he takes so much out of the life of these tires, and to start on them on the race, it's going to be difficult. So looking at the championship, let's just we said we are going to chat about that, but it was exciting qualifying. So currently in tier 2, you've got 0 to Cool, which is currently in provisional third. He's leading the championship by almost 30 points, so a nice healthy lead there for him from Red Fury. Red Fury currently in fourth, provisional fourth on the grid now. Torment Kills is in third. He is on the same points as Red Fury in the Red Bull. Torment finding himself in provisional sixth. Then you got Super D, who's really caught up the past couple of races. He's in the other Red Bull. He's on 148. And he's obviously on provisional pole at the moment, so he's been having some good form. So Trevor, how do you handle this? So Torment has been basically the leading car in the Red Bull garage for most of the season in tier 2. Super D has had a couple of good races. Torment had some bad luck, some not so good finishes. And all of a sudden, there's literally 5 points difference between the two. How do you do that as teammates? So obviously, if you are chatting as teammates and if you are in chat parties together, how do you not become enemies with 5 races to go? And after this one, there will be only 4 left. How do you go about this? Because surely the Red Bulls don't want to take each other out in turn 1, because that will just hand the championship on the platter away to someone else. How do you go about this?
It's tricky. I would say, honestly, the faster guy gets first preference. Honestly speaking, that's how I would look at it. But the way that it's going between Torment and Super D, because I remember Super D was at some stage not as fast as Torment. And then it looks like the roles have been changing now, where Super D is getting quicker than Torment and becoming more consistent.
And they need to be very careful, Trevor, because the Red Bull team is literally 42 points ahead of the Alpha Tauris. Now, we know that 0 to Cool and Chucky can be extremely fast. I mean, they're currently provisional third, currently provisional fifth. You know, if they get a double podium tonight and there's not a Red Bull on the podium, all of a sudden, it's a cat amongst the pigeons.
No, they have to work together in this case. They'll have to work together and just see how they can deal with both of them.
And I think the worst is, Trevor, is probably when you fight as teammates, you know, obviously trying to win the Drivers' Championship, and fighting each other so hard, ending up losing the Drivers' title and the Constructors' title. I don't think that would be a happy Red Bull team.
Yeah, like honestly speaking, the way that it's going, like it's up in the air. Honestly, they would have to just figure out. I would say the one that's in front at the beginning of the race, support him to help him win, and then also just don't fight. Just do not fight. Just try to get as much points as you can. If not, you can try slowing down the other guys in the AlphaTauri.
I think it starts becoming absolutely. I think it starts getting very difficult when both your drivers is on the same tire.
Exactly. Or run them on different strategies.
Basically the same strategy. So both drivers on softs, both drivers, and all of a sudden you've got Super D who's faster than Torment, but Torment is leading, so he's the leading car. Is there? Do you tell your
Yeah,
teammate, look, let me pass because I'm faster than you? I mean, that's not racing. You should get past him in a normal, legal way. Yeah, that becomes when there's a split strategy, it's a bit different because the guy behind you, if you're on the mediums and he's on the softs, you basically
yeah,
have to let
clear.
him
It's
go.
clear cut. Yeah, it's
It's a
clear
clear
cut.
cut. You will catch him later when you're on the faster tire, or you should. But when you're on the same strategy, I think it becomes very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Because in my case, I would say, look, go for it, fight as much as you want. Just make sure you don't lose time fighting, or you just keep
So
switching it, or just pull time. If you behind him or you're in a DRS, let him pull you next lap. It just goes down to teamwork, I think.
I think Red Fury is in a
I,
very pretty position at the moment because he's sitting second. Obviously, Sean is his teammate. Sean battling a bit of pace at the moment. So Sean obviously not getting in there. So Red Fury is basically almost like a Max Verstappen. He's fighting the rest of the field around him on his
yeah.
own. And then you've got, I'm not sure what's going on here, but no drivers are out. I'm not sure if there's a
Oh,
code.
so it's starting now. It was just
I'm not sure if
doing
it's a code
something.
master issue, but
Yeah, so they're starting now. It's actually started.
okay, I
Oh,
see
no,
here the
let's just
class coming
see.
up. So Red Fury is sitting pretty. I mean, it's him against the world. A zero to cool. I mean, he can rely on Chucky to assist him and to help him. Chucky is on 68 points. In essence, there's no way that Chucky can hypothetically win the world championship anymore.
Yeah, he
He
can
is
help. He just needs to help him out
120.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 120 points behind. 25 points up for a win. 4 races left. It's impossible. So he can support zero to cool there. Um, but Torment and Super D, yeah, that's difficult. I know when I speak to them, they say, no, we're friends and this and that. I've seen friendships turn very sour when
Exactly.
it comes to racing. Anyway, it's Q3, 10 minutes left, just under 10. So, Trevor, who do you rate for pole position tonight?
I honestly, I think it's Zero Cool, followed by Super D and Red Fury. Those are my top three there. I can see Turbo
Yeah,
coming in there, but we'll see because people weren't showing their real pace there.
I think
Like
I'm
in the
going to go for
first
Max Stall for pole. I think he's had a very good session on the mediums. I think he's got enough softs left for this session to do maybe 2, maybe even 3 runs if he wants to. So my take is on Max Star. For pole, I think Super D might get second and then followed by Zero. Red Fury looks a bit out of sorts this evening, and I'm going to get on board a bit with him. So everyone is out, everyone is on softs. There's no reason why to take anything else.
we'll definitely see their true colors now. I just wonder the times. Probably, as you said, probably a low, well, a high 30, yeah? A high
Yeah,
30,
so
low
we
30.
saw earlier in quali 2, I think we saw 130,
1.9 around there. Yeah, around
something like that.
130.9 there.
I think so. So Tapira is saying, listening to the stream, the fastest car on the day gets first preference. So that comes from the Red Bull team.
Yeah, definitely.
um, yeah, not sure how far. Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
Because if he's saying
that's
this, then we'll hear
yeah,
from Super D if he
yeah.
also agrees
We'll
with
hear from
this.
Super D a little bit later. I see the guys are trying to heat up their tires. Just want to see who goes across the line first.
Looks like it's Top
Um,
Dog. Yeah, Top Dog came out first,
yeah,
followed by.
it
Let's just
looks like
see.
an Alpha Tauri. It might be Zero to
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, and a big moment there for the Ferrari, and he
Oh,
knocks his front wing. That's his first run
ah,
gone.
that completely
Lost the back
destroyed his
end.
first run.
Yeah, so he's going to come out to go into the pits. Yellow flags up in sector 2. Um, so Super D is on a hot lap. He's in sector 2. So let's get on board with him here and see how he goes about things. Probably just a banking lap for his first run just to get a time up. You do not want to, what happened to Top Dog, you don't want that to happen to you in the first stint of qualifying. This is not a long qualifying
The
session.
worst one. It's like the worst time for that to happen. Eh?
It is a nice third gear there. He's touched the apex there, very nice and clean. Yeah, hopefully the Ferrari can get out of the way here. Second, third, fourth. Here we go. Ferrari goes into the pits. Nice out of the way there. So let's see where this puts the upper. Currently, Chucky 131.7. 131.3, there we go, from Super D, a full 4 tenths quicker than Chucky. Here, Bertha popping up, full second behind.
I'm also riding along with the other one, the other Red Bull, yeah. Oh, 131 too.
And there we go, Maxstar, I should have become a punter. Yeah, I should have become a punter. So if you want to put bookies and cash, you can phone me, Maxstar 131.2. That, my man, that's fast. That's really fast.
Very quick, yeah. On the track,
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good lap by him. Stormans! There we go. The Red Bull pops it up at 132.9.
It's very close. It's very close.
2,000th of a second between first and second. Unbelievable. And literally between first and third, what's it? 5,500th of a second. Wow. Unbelievable. So, top dog in the pits, Ron is popping out now. He's put on socks, he's probably only got 1 socks left. Red Fury, he's in sector 1, so we haven't focused on him a bit. So currently you've got a Red Bull in second, with first and third, Maxwell in the racing
gets out the way quickly, and just lets him go for it.
Let's see,
he almost lost it there.
Nicely fit. It looks very comfortable. I'll tell you what, this McLaren does look hooked up. It's not like these, the nose seems to be very pointy.
Super D.
There we go, 130.7. That's just insane. That's ridiculously fast. No, that's just.
And the second, I did this a second lap on that. So imagine like if he gets fresh tires and lower fuel.
Maybe that was a pair of freshest one. We don't know. Red Fury, let's just follow him around. But hesitant going into that third or that right-hander third gear. Runs out of ERS, this part of the track, which is normal for Russia. Gets over the line. Oh, good enough and fit at the moment. Not bad, not bad. That's the 131.6. Yeah, Bertha thinking that's probably his best time, so he's retired. Top dog out. Ron is invalidated.
He's about to come through for the third sector. Looks like he's about to finish off here.
Let's see where this puts him. It's going to put him a time at least. It puts him in 8th. Yeah, 133.5. Probably doesn't have enough tires to do another run, so I think that's him done for the session. Top dogs are an outlap, so we're going to stick with the Ferrari guys. And then Ron as well. So maybe you can have a squiz at top dog. I'll pop in with Ron here, the 2 Ferrari guys, and let's see. Ronald saying, how's it, Ronald? We spoke about you a bit earlier. Your teammate with me in the comments box tonight. I know you are with SAF1, and all the best of luck tonight for you, Ronald, as you drive for SAF1 this evening.
Okay, let's see. I'm wondering what the guys are running now in terms of wings here. Yeah. I just need to actually check up their top speeds here, just to see what they're doing here.
It seems like a lot of people are finding a lot of time in Sector 3, so it might be very high wing settings, probably 5s and 6s and 8s. Ron almost loses the back end as he comes through this very tricky sector here. So let's see if Ron can at least put the time up for himself. He hasn't, seems to me he's on an outlap, but surely this is an outlap for him. But he's invalidated that again. From the top guys, everyone sitting tight. I don't think. Maybe we'll see a couple of guys pop out. I see the Red Bull people running out. That looks like Torment. So Torment put himself also. So it's Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. Wow, unbelievable from that. But the 130.7, Trevor. Dude, that's fast, mate. That's fast. I mean, do you think that's the kind of times that we're gonna see in Tier 1? I think.
Yeah. Definitely around there, if not slightly lower, but
I mean, I looked this morning at time trial times, and the guys at time trial is doing, 130.8 in time trial. So how the heck do you get that into in a practice
Because
session?
honestly, I think what's happening with Super D is running around 5.7 there, if I remember correctly. I think that's the wing setting is running there. Because I'm pretty sure he made up a lot of time in the second sector.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Second and third sectors, definitely.
So I see Super D is out, Dolman's out, Maxstar, he's not going out. I think he's done for the session. Zero to Cool's also out. Top Dog is out. So he's put himself up into fifth. So a good luck for him after knocking his front wing. Red Fury in sixth. He's on an out lap again, so he's going to have another go. Chucky also going to have another go. He's in seventh. So not so great for the Alpha Towers at the moment. Fourth and seventh. And sitting pretty for the Red Bull guys, first and second.
Hey, Red Bull, like a front row lockout.
It's about time. It's about time.
It's been a long time coming. No, Maxstar's not going out, eh? It's not going out.
I think that's him done for the session. If Zero to Cool can find a 10th or so, he'll be in business. To just pop ahead of him on the second row. But I am currently with Chucky here, and Chucky sometimes just got this way of pulling out the lap that you do not expect from him. So I'm going to stick with him and see what his sector 1 times look like. See if we need to stick with him on board a little bit more. Surely Super D can't improve on a 130.7, surely not.
You got fresh tires, eh? Let's just see the sector time, see if he actually improves on it.
Alright, so have a look at him there. I'm currently with Chucky and the Alpha Tauri, so let's have a look at sector 1.
Oh, he's up on his time.
Well,
almost a 10th.
So Chucky is almost a 10th also up on his time. He needs a 10th to jump Red Fury, and he needs probably about 4 tenths to get himself on the second row of the grid. So let's see sector 2, what he gets up to. Right. Sector 2 coming up for Chucky and the Alpha
and he's up
Tauri.
on his time again. Oh my word, he's 3 tenths up.
Oh, there we go. This is ridiculous. So Chucky is a 10th up on his time. Ron is, let's have a look at Red Fury. He's a 10th down in sector 2. So that McLaren just not finding the pace. Torman Kills retired from the session. He's not going to go faster than that. He said, I'm done.
I think he just made peace with second there.
Yeah.
There we go. Just to stamp authority there.
130.3.
As quick.
That's ridiculous.
Very
that is absolutely
almost a second up.
Wow. That is a second between him and his teammates. I tell you what, if that's the pace that he's going to carry in the race, they better not hope that he comes through sector 1 or turn 1 and turn 2 in the front.
Top dog, last minute.
Oh, there we go. Top dog. Ferrari slotting it into second on a 131.2. Still a second off the pace from D. Man, I don't know where D gets his pace from at the moment, but that's just insane. Well done.
No, Maxstar's also on a lap, eh? Maxstar, he just made it through.
Alright, so he was my Apple for this session. So let's see, Maxstar needs a full second to make me proud. So let's see if there's any time to find for the racing point. Let's have a look at sector 1.
Oh, he's up on the time.
A little bit up, not even a 10th, half a 10th. But maybe he knows there's other time to find in sector 2 and 3. That's probably the sectors where he will find some time. So maybe he can slot himself up on the second. Almost. So I'm not sure if that's going to cost him a 10th or 2. Yeah, probably cost him a 10th, so he's almost a 10th down on his time. Currently on the second row of the grid, which is nothing to shy away from. We know that pole doesn't necessarily get you a win. It's all about race pace, it's about consistency. Let's see if he can maybe make up that 10th in sector 3. He's got nothing to lose, he can just well push the track limits here, which he did, and he validates. Yeah, he wouldn't have got that time anyway. So that's a 4th for Dean in Red Fury. He is in sector 3. Now he's done for the session. Ron, I think Ron's internet might be hooking or lagging. So let's see.
Oh, is that a fuel? So you'll make it.
Yeah, there we go. So basically, there we go. Your pulse at the Super D. Don't know where you get that lap from. A 130.3. I can't even get that
Mm.
in time trial. My word.
It's
Top dog.
insane, bro.
Splitting the two Red Bulls there with a 131.2. Very good time there by Top Dog. Torment in third, the other Red Bull. Max on fourth, 0 to cool fifth, Chuck in sixth. If you look at championship contenders, you've got championship contender in first place, Super D. He's currently fourth in the World Championship. You've got Torment, which is currently third. He is in third on the grid. You've got Zero to Cool, who's our championship leader. He's currently in fifth. And then Red Fury, who's in second. He's currently on seventh on the grid.
Let's see how this works out. This is how they on takeoff,
So
actually.
Max Star still sitting pretty for me, starting on the mediums in fourth position. That's nice and
Yeah,
handy.
he's the one, and he's gonna be the biggest contender here, the biggest threat for the top three there. Unless Super D can pull away and just make something of it.
Yeah, we all know that turn one in Formula One is probably not. I think it's probably the most difficult turns in every track is turn one. So turn one there is a little bit of a drag. So I'm not sure if you want to start on pole. Maybe you get slipstreamed on your way to turn one and turn two. Expect some drama. Hopefully, no carbon fiber cell up for grabs in turn one and two. Guys can get a clean race through there.
Yeah.
Um, and
And hopefully
it,
no safety cars.
yeah,
Because
and
that'll just destroy. Actually, if that actually would happen, that'll actually dent Maxstar's strategy. Fuck, look at
yeah,
that.
that's one thing I've learned. I've had some really bad luck with safety cars. So starting on I would say the option tire is sometimes not a good thing if you have a
Yeah.
safety car in the first couple of laps because it just puts you on the back foot completely. All right, so we just wait for the drivers to finish up your tournament. I'm gonna, sorry, Grim, I'm just gonna be with you just now.
Okay. Okay, there you go. Looks like the Code Masters actually ended, so now we'll be starting the race in a bit. So there we go, Super D first, followed by Top Dog, Tolman Kills, Max Star, Zero Two Cool, Chucky, Red Fury, Ron, JP Buerta, and Low Q. I'm looking forward to this race, guys. Let's see what happens.
Alrighty, so there we go. Ron just holding us up a little bit there. I think it might just been some internet issues from his side. But yeah, ready for the race. Russia, this is round 17. And after this, only 4 races left. So we've got Japan left, which is next week. And then a nice break for everyone. And then we return with
Yeah.
Brazil, USA, and Abu Dhabi. Hopefully, we'll have a grandstand finish in both tiers. We'll talk a little bit in the race with Torment, good grief, with Grim about who he's worried about in the championship. What is he looking forward to? What is he expecting from season three? Maybe there's a lot of new things coming season three our way. So it's going to be exciting. I don't want to give too much away yet because we know that other leagues are copying us, which is always nice. So we don't want to give everything away. We'll do that a little bit later and give everyone some time to catch up.
Oh, it looks like Shuttle Ron actually got cut off there.
Well, Ron seems to be holding up the stream. He was just going around and around and around. So he's retired from the session. He's joined back in again now. So everything looks cool by the pool. So this is the formation lap. Everyone getting their
Pip
tires.
also joined, eh? Yeah, and Pip also joined at the back of the grid.
There we go. So we've got Scott in Scott Heidemann. He's one of our new drivers. He was supposed to race last week, couldn't. So he joins us. He's in the other horse this evening. So let's see how he goes. Also,
I think I've
raced
against him actually.
Yeah,
he's
a young man. I can't remember where he's from, but looking forward to. He's obviously got a choice of fresh tires. Let's just see what tires he's got on. Yeah. So let's just get everything on there.
Oh, so everyone went on the softs. Surprisingly, everyone except Max.
Everyone went on softs except for Max Star, and he's obviously really Dean. I think Dean, if you're listening, we hope there's no safety car, young man, because that will just put you up in the back foot. Ask me, I know. So this is a 27 lap race. We can expect the guys on the softs in around about lap 11. Lap 10, 11. Yeah, there we go, depending on how good mediums. They look after the softs. Mediums.
If he pushes the mediums, about 17. Yeah. If he looks after them nicely, he'll be good.
Lap 17. So Super D making up the pack nicely there. Be careful not to do it too much. He's obviously trying to get some heat into the tires. So just to run through your grid again, you've got Super D in Red Bull in first, Ferrari Top Dog in second, very good show there by the Scuderia team. Torment in the other Red Bull is third, Max on the Racing Point in fourth. You've got Zero to Cool in the Alpha Tauri, followed by his teammate Chucky in fifth and sixth, there on the third row. Fourth row, you've got Red Fury, which is second in the World Championship. He's joined by Ron. And then you've got the fifth row, which is Fia Bertha, very nice qualifying for him in a Mercedes. And he is joined by Lowe. So if you look at teams, Red Bull in the top 3, you've got the Ferraris both in the top 10. You've got only one Racing Point. You've got 2 Alpha Tauris in the top 10, 1 McLaren, and 1 Mercedes. Interesting.
Very interesting. This is how this pans out, because now it's the Red Bulls versus Top Dog and Max Star.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the nerves is building up here. This is probably one of the easier tracks. After this we've got Japan, and then it's the fast, very unforgiving tracks like Brazil and the USA. Just confirmation from Codemasters there in terms of pit strategy. And then it's Abu Dhabi, which a lot of people don't normally practice on because it's a track that you don't fancy a lot. And hopefully we can crown a World Championship only in Abu Dhabi, not before that. So let's see. Someone needs to catch Zero to Cool. He is 30 points ahead as we start the Russian Grand Prix. Someone needs to catch him. At this stage it looks like Super D and Tormund Kills is putting the fight towards him.
And
right,
Zero to Cool,
you can do the start for us this evening. I just want to pop into the front, guys. And you can do the start for us for a change.
Okay.
Do the lifestyle, Tim.
There we go. Okay, so it looks like the McLaren is lining up now. Oh, they haven't started yet. So the lights are on. It's already started. Codemaster glitch.
There we go, and I tell you what a start by Tormund.
Tormund went flying.
Big, this is carnage. This is carnage. It looked like the Ferrari lost himself.
Complete disaster.
He took out basically
five of the.
My word, safety car pops out. Wow. You can see on the left hand side there that Alpha Tauri is gone.
Lucky boy.
The Racing Point of Max Star's gone. Not sure what happened there. It looked like a big incident there from. I wish we had replays.
Because it looked like it was Zero to Cool, Top Dog, and it's a Super D touched. Torment is a lucky boy. How he avoided all of that.
Look, Torment had a very good start. He came out in front. He was literally past Super D in the first 100 meters. And Top Dog also had a good start. So Super D didn't have the best of starts. It looked like the Red Bull and the Ferrari were side by side. Not sure if the Ferrari lost some grip, but it looked like there was contact between the Ferrari and the Red Bull, between Top Dog and Super D, and they just spun and
This
just
is just
everyone
blown.
that
This
was
is
in
just
their way
blown. You see the Mercedes, third and
took
fourth
them
now.
out. And yeah, have a look at that. So safety car out.
And this just blows everything wide open.
Hopefully
So
someone will get
Tolman and
onto
Red
the
Fury.
tier 2 group and just mute the chats there. I might just need to do that quickly.
But yeah, imagine like how many 6 people out. And now the way it looks like, yeah, Tolman and Red Fury, they're in for a good point scoring night. And the penalties have started. Oh.
Right, so I just had to do a bit
a lot of crashes here. Eh?
Yeah,
There's
I just had to do a
penalties.
bit of admin there, or else it's going to be a long night. So,
The stewards are going to be busy.
oh,
Very, very
Stuart,
busy week.
that's me. So it's going to be a busy night for me.
That's
yeah.
if the guys even have footage to begin with.
Yeah, so the rule in our league or FTR is basically that you can complain if you have footage. If you do complain and you need some evidence from the other driver that's been complained about and he doesn't have footage, he's immediately found guilty. So it's going to be a tough one. For the Drivers' Championship, this is a nightmare. So we've lost Super D, who's currently in 4th. We've lost 0 to
Both
Cool.
the
He is our
AlphaTauris are out
championship
as well.
leader. Chucky is also out. And then from a championship, it's still in the race. It's Storm and Kills, Red Fury. And that's the only two, really.
Yeah,
so,
they're still gonna
yeah.
aim for it. Yeah. And they have no penalties on their end.
My word,
so
what a start. What a start. That was absolutely, I don't want to
carnage.
talk, yeah, it was carnage. I do not want to speak my mind because sometimes what we see on the stream is not what we see in the race. So it's always a bit unfair to comment on those kind of things, but yeah. Anyway,
and this
we
thing also
are
the guys in the safety car. I think that's another thing that needs to be addressed. How the guys should drive behind safety car.
yeah, absolutely. With the new stuff coming into season 3, hopefully we can sort some of that stuff out. Sometimes it's not about the amount of people that drives. It's the quality of people that drives. But let's have a look. At the moment, safety car, lap 2, big incidents there. I see.
Is in the pits,
yeah, I'm not sure
I
why
think he's going to serve his penalty. I think he has to serve his penalty.
5-second penalty.
Because he won't lose too much time.
Well, he can't serve it under the safety car. Unfortunately for him, he can't.
Oh, he can. He's actually serving it.
He can.
And then he's
so it is a penalty. It's not a drive. He's put. That's gonna be clever. That might just work for him. So he will start at the back. I tell you what, he's got another 2 laps, maybe another lap under the safety car. 23 laps on the hards. We said earlier that 17 laps on the mediums. He might just make it. So he will be all the way at the back of the grid, but he will be on fresh boots, brand new front wing, served his penalties, and no penalties for him. Clean slate. Good.
Clever.
Clever Trevor.
Right. I never thought about that, eh? That's actually very smart. I never thought about doing that at the beginning. I was like,
absolutely not.
Because if I was on mediums, maybe I would have just stayed out, but...
The guys that have pitted so far, Sean has pitted. He was also very clever. He pitted for a set of hards. He's sitting pretty in 5th. Aiden Nason has pitted for a brand new set of mediums. KKR Pickle has basically pitted for softs. Not sure why that would be. Ron has gone into the pits. He's on a brand new set of hards. Low is on mediums and Berta's on hards. So it's only the top 4 that hasn't pitted yet. Safety car should be in this lap. Let's get back to Torment. Let's see when the safety car lights go off.
Yeah, I think they'll start this lap, yeah. Because everyone, the pack is close together. Let's just see now.
So Henry
the top
Nagel
four.
saying here on the, sorry, Trevor, so Henry Nagel saying in
Yeah,
the
go
comments,
ahead.
good luck to all. So Henry is basically a very smart and clever lady who's looking after our social media. She's also working on some very nice stuff for season 3 coming up and for our season finale for tier 1 and tier 2. So Henry's putting in a lot of good work, and hopefully soon we'll share some nice videos and some nice intros from her to the rest of the team. So welcome, Henry, and thanks for everything that you're doing.
Yeah, appreciate it. Very much appreciated.
Dude, I
People don't
saw some
realize how
videos
much we
that she's done. I tell you what, Trevor, you'll be amazed. I tell you what, there's some big stuff coming. When I watched it, I just wanted to switch on my PlayStation and start driving. So it's really cool. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of hard work.
And they don't realize how hard it is to actually do this.
Very much so. And as the safety car pops in, Torment almost loses it. So Red Fury was a little bit too eager. They lost the part of his front wing. I think it's a left end plate that's gone.
Yeah.
Wezo's saying, hang on, I'm your... Ooh, don't get too... I don't want to look at this. I do not want to look at this.
Oh, they're squeezing.
Going into turn 1. Oh, my man. Let's get on board with Wezo.
Red Bull's back there.
I'll tell you what, the McLaren is going to battle. He did take off his right end plate with that as
he's diving in there.
That's it. There we go. That happens when you dive a little bit. So he didn't lose too much. He's still behind Wezo. Good recovery there from him. But he is going to battle.
Wezo ran wide.
Man. And Red Fury just comes past. So this is good racing. So exciting couple of laps here. Torment saying thank you very much. I'll go for it. He's now 1.4 seconds.
Saki Biena, the biggest gainer so far.
There we go. He's up into 4th. Yeah, wow, unbelievable for Saki Biena. Well done. I think it's Mario.
Pickles up there, and Wezo's like nine positions up. He's going to run for their money.
There we go. So if we go down a little bit further down the field, Geerberta came from all the way from 10th. He's now up into 8th. He's having a good battle here by Low. Is Low going to go on the inside? Oh. Wow, you can't overtake like that. He's probably going to have to get the position back, which he does. Be careful for dive bombs.
Someone spun out. Pickle spun out.
Oh, there we go. Pickle has lost the Williams. It looks like his front end damage.
Yeah.
It looks like they're battling to find any kind of traction at the moment. So, Geerberta playing nicely for him. He is on the harder compound side. He's now behind Electronic. And he will not get DRS yet. He's probably got a little bit of overtake left. He's not going to have enough. Sean just doing enough in this McLaren. This is nice to watch. Two really good drivers. Loads of respect for each other. It's nice to see them have a go. So Low is still here. He is definitely on the faster tyre, so he is on the medium, so he needs to get past these guys. Up front, it's spread out a little bit now. Torment 2.5 seconds. Yeah. Wezo is now 0.7 seconds behind Red Fury. I still think
he must be struggling.
Yeah, he must be struggling with that end plate, and that gives Saki Biena the opportunity to start catching up with him. He is now behind Wezo, and behind him is Aiden Nason. So wow, this is good racing. Lap 5 of 27.
Oh, Saki Biena lost it.
There we go, lost it.
He's got front wing damage as well.
Oh, word. So he's going to have to go into the pits. At this stage, it looks like, you know what, don't go too fast. Just keep it on track. Get those tires nice and warm. But he's full all the way down to 7th. He's going to have to go into the pits.
At this rate, I'm worried. There might be another safety car.
At this rate, I'm worried that we probably stop commentating on lap 12 because there will be no cars left. So yeah, if you've just joined us, lap 6 of 27 as Storman crosses the line. We have lost 6 drivers in Russia in the first 5 laps. Full safety car on lap 1. Big incident between Top Dog, Super D, Zero to Cool, Chucky, and Maxstar. Even before turn 1. It wasn't even in turn 1. Carnage. That first kink, really. I don't know if you want to call it a corner, but absolute carnage.
And everyone is just jostling for position there. Because it looks like, because clearly a lot of people got good starts there, some people got bad starts.
Yeah.
The chain of events there. Because I'm actually thinking about, I don't know what happened to Chicken Wing. It looks like he got disqualified. I'm just wondering for what exactly.
And maybe he was facing the wrong side of the track in that incident and didn't get up to speed quickly enough, and Codemaster disqualified. I'm not sure why. But Lowe is in the pits. He's changed that front wing of his. He's put on brand new mediums. Saki's also come out of the pits now. He's put on a brand new set of softs, looks to be. He's now 9th. Sean is currently in 8th. He's on 3-lap old hards. So KK Pickle, he's on 3-lap old softs. He's catching Geerbueta. So he's definitely on the faster tires. So from Geerbueta's point of view, I don't think battle this one. I think let him come through. Let him do his stuff. He's probably a full second. Nah, there's no point in fighting. Comes through.
Because also he's got ton of penalties there.
Here we go. So both. This is nice team driving.
Getting racy.
Getting nice. But yeah, this is the way. Let him come through. That's fine. He's going to have to pit again. Bueta, you don't have to pit again. That's if you don't need another nose. But keep it clean. He's now currently in 6th. Aiden Nason is now currently in 4th on the mediums. Keeping it nice and tidy. Wezo getting DRS assistance. Ooh, let's not go there again. Getting so nervous here. So he's behind the McLaren. Oh man.
Excuse him. I think he should just be patient and get him on the next DRS zone.
Yeah, patience is the game here. I think in every track really, but he is so close. It's probably not that easy to follow around in this track. But Mercedes looking pretty. Currently 3rd for Wezo. And 6th for Geerbueta. So a whole of points coming the Mercs way here if they can finish this race. Let's see if he hooks him up, if he gets a good traction. Oh, both of them run wide.
Needs to be patient there, patient. Now he's got him.
But I tell you what, now Wezo's got him. He's going to get him now. He just needs to keep it nice.
Refuge shouldn't fight him that hard.
Probably go on the inside, Ooh, naughty.
Naughty.
There we go. Goes through. There we go. Well done. So let's get on board here with Red Fury and see if he's got anything left. He hasn't changed that front wing yet. So he's doing really well, keeping Wezo so long behind him. With that now, ooh, loses the back end.
So he has to get back at him now on the next DRS zone.
That's if he gets good traction out of this corner, but I don't think he'll get it because of that nose damage. Yeah, loses probably a 10th or 2. He is going to get DRS.
He's very low on ERS.
So Aiden Nason, he's also got DRS now. He's also very low on ERS. Wezo's ERS is sitting pretty, so he's managing that well. Tormund is basically not using his, or he shouldn't be, because he's like 4 seconds ahead. So well done to Tormund. Yeah, Mr. Consistent.
No penalties, yeah.
There we go.
He just needs to get to the end.
Absolutely. So this will be a whole load of points for him. Alright, so further down the field, we've still got Lowe on the mediums. He's on brand new set of mediums. We've got Saki Biena, he's on that brand new softs. Esotronic Sean, good race for him. He's currently an 8th. Ron in 7th. He's on the hard, so he's also sitting pretty. So here, Bertha, Ron and Esotronic, we don't expect them to pop into the pits again. We expect the guys on the softs, probably should be around about lap 12, 13. To pop in.
Yeah, they should be in, because now I'm just looking at the times here, the gap. So if Tormund were to pit now, he'll probably come out around 7th, between 7th and 8th there.
Here we go.
Now this will get actually very tricky, because now if they jump onto the mediums.
Oh, I tell you what, sorry to interrupt you. Red Fury almost loses the back end there. He's just battling to keep that McLaren on track. You know what?
Aiden Nason is through.
Aiden Nason's gone through. Very good move there by him. Go into the pits. There we go, Red Fury. Yeah. Come on.
He just put himself out that misery.
Yeah, put some new boots on. Get that wing changed. Buddy, you're losing so much time. So Aiden Nason up into a podium position on 3rd.
He can actually go into mediums now, huh?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'm not so sure he'll suffer towards the end, but he could do something there.
He might just be lucky with another safety car, but let's see what they put on.
He's going on the mediums.
Yeah, he's going on mediums. Might be a bit bold, but let's see. So as I say that, Ron comes past the pit lane, so that's... And Esotronic, is his teammate going to falter back in? Esotronic will just come out behind him. Yeah, Red Fury going out of the pits now. Accelerate, there we go. And Sean coming down and start-finish straight. So McLaren 7th and 8th at the moment. They shouldn't hold each other up here.
And it looks like Wezo's making up some time. Just a small amount of time on Tolman.
Oh, some close racing there, but between Sean and Red Fury. I'm not sure if Sean didn't see him coming, but FTRF1 making way eventually. And that's Red Fury down to 7th. Now he's 10 seconds behind Ron, so he's going to start chasing after Ron. Yeah,
it's spread out now, yeah.
It's very nicely spread out. Aiden Nason not yet in DRS range. It gives us time to chat a little about some other stuff. So your season, Grim, obviously you started off in Tier 3 when we still had a Tier 3. Obviously showed us your pace. You got promoted to Tier 1. Probably a bit intimidating being amongst those guys that is so quick.
Yeah, hey, when I first started there, it was scary because now, in the first race, it's like, bloody hell, these guys are quick. Like, I had to put in so much time into practice, just learning, because I would say the biggest thing for me was really understanding how to do a setup correctly and how to exactly drive without traction, just to get that working, because it's very difficult to get the hang of that, because I realized I lost a lot of time by using the assist. But yeah, slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. But I will not lie to you,
so what assist are you currently on, Grim?
Sorry?
What assist are you currently driving with?
I'm only using what's this? Anti-lock.
Anti-ABS. Okay, yes.
Yeah, and an ABS on traction. Yeah. Now and then on certain tracks like Monaco, I forget. I will not drive without traction there. It's way too bad for me. Other tracks I'm actually okay on without traction. It's just it's very, very difficult to adjust to it. You just have to tickle the throttle, but I'll get the hang of it, because I know on your end you're driving without it completely.
Yeah, this was the season where I switched it off as from Australia, so it's been difficult. I don't switch it on and off based on tracks. It's off. It was off in Monaco, it was off in Baku, it was off in Singapore. It is what it is. I need to learn to drive without it. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, but I'll get the hang of it, because I was looking at it and I was like, because I already have a rig and all that. I'm just not using it. I said it's just sitting there, because it's the transition from controller to wheel is it's not easy.
Look, I think all of us, if we decide to go the rig way, is going to have to make that transition somewhere. Yes, it might cost you a championship, but I tell you what, in the long run, you will be so consistent. And I always say this: a rig doesn't necessarily make you faster, but I think everyone's in agreement that a rig makes you more consistent. So on a controller, you might your finger might slip off, or your thumb might get numb, or whatever the case may be. A rig is like driving a car. If you can drive to Cape Town, or to Durban,
you'll be fine.
You can do a race on this. So maybe not make you faster, but definitely more consistent. And I think for me, I saw this championship. Consistency is key. Not necessarily to be fast, but consistency. So looking at so obviously obviously battling for the World Championship. Who's the concerns for you in Tier 1? What's going through your mind? Who is your target every session? Who do you want to beat? Obviously, Josh has just joined us. He's not a championship contender, obviously, for this season. He will be definitely strong next season. But he's not really part of the formula for this season.
Yeah, funny enough, I was racing with him when I first started Formula 1, actually. Because I've only been racing for about, I think it's like 5 months now. But I was racing with him in an unranked lobby at some stage when I first started racing. And I actually added him as a friend. I was just surprised when he joined, actually. Funny enough, I didn't know. But
absolutely, yeah.
I won't lie to you, he's a pain. I'm sure he's listening to it. He's a pain.
No, he's very fast and he's very good. He's very good.
Yeah, because he's very quick. I'll give him that. He's very, very quick. And so is yourself. You're very, very consistent. So I would say in the championship, as it is, the person I really, really want to beat is Red Bull DTM. Like we've been fighting ever since Tier 3. He's just one person I really have to beat. But the main people that are a big concern for me is yourself, Josh, because he's messing up my points game there, And Jacques, now I'm not too worried about him because he's having a few moments there. And with the current tracks coming up, I'm quite confident there, except for Abu Dhabi. I won't lie to you, I'm lost there. But those are the three main people I'm actually concerned about. But the main person I really have to beat is Red Bull DTM.
Yeah, that's my teammate, obviously Mark Horn. So Mark has joined me in the Red Bull mid-season. A very nice guy. I mean, Mark is as nice as they come. Also a keen racer. He goes out. He wants to win every race, and to be quite honest with you, he pushes me as a teammate as well. I always say that the first thing that you need to do in a car is beat your teammates. Then you can start looking around people, outside of your team. But Mark is very fast. Josh will obviously be a big factor in season 3. Josh. But tier 1 is really getting up close. And before we carry on with that, so the first round of pit stops is out of the way. Aiden Mason is currently in the lead. He is on 10 lap old and medium.
Let's see, He's sitting pretty, eh? If you can pull away.
Well, he still needs to pit again. I don't think he's going to make it to the end. I just want to see who has.
I think he's going to be putting on softs. He's going to put on softs towards the end.
He has stopped once already, so he might go soft. But Torment is currently 17 seconds behind him on fresh set at medium, so we'll keep on monitoring that 17 seconds. Pierre Berta, he's currently in third on the hards. So if anyone decides to pit in front of him, he's got a free pit stop. So he's sitting nicely in third. Red Fury is catching him very quickly. He's got DRS Wezo for company.
He passed Wezo. Wezo just pitted. He just passed him. He just pipped him there on the straight at the first corner.
And then obviously we've got Ron. Yeah.
Yeah, he also passed Ron in the third sector. I think the last third corner or something around there.
Yeah.
But Red Fury's out now. He's after them, man. Making good time.
Yeah, he needs to get some championships point going. Yeah, this is an ideal opportunity for Torment and Red Fury to catch up a bit. Obviously,
and Edison is in the pit now.
Alright, so there we go. So he goes into the pits. Let's see where Torment is on track. Torment's going to come through second last corner now.
Yeah, he's going to pass him. Yeah, he's going to...
so it's a penalty, but that's fine. That's good because it means he's got no penalties coming his way after the race. Ooh, he goes soft.
He's still got another 5.
He puts on soft, so he needs to go 13 lap on the soft. It's probably brand new, so that's a stretch. I do not know if he will make it to the end on that.
He may struggle. He might be up there, but he's going to struggle towards
the end. Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time. But let's see, he comes out. He must be very careful in crossing. I've got a big problem with what I just saw now. He comes out of the pits, he crosses the pit line basically. That's unsafe. He should stick to his line. That's a bit of naughty driving by Eden Asen there.
You see Mercedes now, so they're running 2 and 3 now.
Yeah, I think they will be caught somewhere along the line. Saki Biena's retired, so there's a virtual safety car. If this is virtual, if you are Ron Skitter and you're here, and you're anywhere close to the pit window, pit now. So
he's in the second sector now.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be enough. Virtual safety car is probably going to end just now, so that's unfortunate for them. But that would have been ideal for Ron and for Geerberta to go in.
He got a drive-through penalty.
Speeding under the safety car. Oh my word.
And after they updated the Codemaster did the update, it actually happens a lot. Those drive-throughs, they're painful, eh?
Yeah, look, I got one last week. I was in the pits, and I came out of the pits. I didn't even take control of my car yet, and it told me I'm speeding under the safety car. I was like, it's not me, it's the computer. But anyway, I served it. It's part of the game.
Yeah, because it gets you now. I've realized, like, when it says, when it happens, when you're in the red, and then it says it's ending, just hit the brakes. Hit the brakes, even if it says it's about to end.
Dude, I always try to be 5-6 tenths, even if it puts me a little bit under pressure. I'd rather keep it clean than do a penalty. I can always try to pass on track again. Aiden Nason having a look on the inside.
Contact there.
Contact. Not sure if there was damage by anyone.
Let's just see there. No damage. It's a good thing he didn't
virtual
fight him
safety
too
car
hard.
again. So where is Buerta? You know what? If I was Buerta, I would go into the pits. I would put virtual safety car. He is close to the pit window. Go put that. Is he close, or am I being mistaken there? No, he's in sector 2.
He's in the second
Good.
sector.
Again.
Oh,
This is not working. Where's Ron on track? Ron is currently in sector 1. Unfortunate.
oh, he just missed out.
Just missed it. But anyway, so we've got 12 more laps to go. It feels like an eternity this evening. 2 virtual safety cars, 1 full safety car on lap 1. We've lost 6 drivers. There's only 9 left. It's almost like Monaco. We've got Torman Kills in the lead by 8 seconds from Gia Buerta. He's being chased down by Aiden Nason, 5.4 seconds. Then you've got DRS Wezo. He's currently in 4th in mediums. Red Fury is in 5th. So something is going. Ooh! I tell you what.
What is going on? What is going with Ed Nason here? Something happened. I think he
Yeah,
ran wide.
I think he ran wide, and that puts Red Fury on him. And this is playing nicely into into Wezo's hands because he's in 3rd now. Aiden Nason behind him. Ooh, and as I say that, someone pops into the pit. Oh, drive-through. There we go. Oh, that's going to hurt him. That is going to hurt him. All the hard work on those softs. That's a pity. That promotes, let's see. Ron goes past. There we go. Ron moves up into 5th. Let's see where KK Pickle is. He's not going to make it. No, he's not. Is he?
Oh, just, yes, he's going to pick him.
Yeah,
just past him.
Yeah, he just picked him. Well done. So 5 lap old mediums versus 2 lap old softs. That's going to be interesting. Scott has shown that he's got some pace. So let's see if Aiden Nason get. Ooh, and a virtual safety car again.
Again?
I'm not sure
What
who is this.
on?
I'm looking at damage anyway. Dorman's okay. It looks like here. Buerta's okay.
What's going on? Is it a glitch or something here?
I don't think it is. Just trying to look at front wings. I can't see anything funny. No, all the wings intact there from low, from Aiden Nason. Esitronic has got.
It's Red Fury. Red Fury, he's got damage.
Has he got damage? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got damage. End plate's missing. Okay, so that's definitely him.
So that's 3 consecutive virtual safety cars in 2
3
laps.
consecutive, and all the guys that needed to pit was all in the wrong sectors.
Damn.
He's
got to drive through.
And it drives through.
So that promotes Ron.
Yeah, Ron will pop in, and I tell you what, KKR will obviously come through as well. So KKR Pickle, which is Scott, we'll keep an eye out on Scott. We'll see when Red Fury decides to make that pit stop. This is all playing in the hands of Torment. Torment now 10 seconds ahead of Gia Buerta. He is on the faster tyre, newer tyres. Gia Buerta's got Wezo. Yeah, Gia Buerta's got Wezo for company, 2.2 seconds. Red Fury was chasing them down, but he's going to duck into the pits. And you know what? This plays extremely nicely into the Mercedes team because we can have 2 Mercedes drivers on the podium this evening. And the last time we saw Gia Buerta, and I'm very proud of him if that's the case. The last time we saw him on the podium was in the Netherlands, where he came 2nd. So Zandvoort. So he also kept. I think it was Zandvoort.
Another virtual safety car. No,
okay,
no.
So
something is not right here. No, something is not right.
I don't understand why.
So it can't be Red Fury again.
I can't see anyone. Just going through. Yeah, Red Fury still got the damage. Wezo's got all his parts together. Just want to look at here. Buerta, if he's got parts missing.
This is DR's name.
No, he's good. Torment is still good. He just needs to keep it under control. Ron good? Ferrari looks good.
Yeah, looks like he's good.
Yeah, he's good. KK Pickle, Scott, he's good. Aiden Nason is good. Hopefully we won't have another virtual safety car. Good grief. It's going to drag this race up until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So yeah, nicely spread out now. Although Wezo, let's get on board with Wezo. He's catching Gia Buerta, understandably so. we'll just keep an eye out on when Red Fury is going to make his drive-through. Wezo is now catching here. He's now within DRS on a faster tyre.
And in terms of penalties, I'm actually impressed.
Yeah,
doesn't have any penalties there.
Wow.
Sotronic and Torben.
So let's look at penalties. So a 6-second penalty there for Geerberta, 3-second penalty for Wezo. Drive through for Red Fury, 3 seconds for Ron, 5 seconds for Aiden. Scott almost hitting the record this evening, 19 seconds. And then 8 seconds for Low. But you know what? Just finish the race. It's good haul of points. Everyone will get points if they do finish. I'm just on board currently with Wezo here. There probably should be team orders on this one. Wezo is on a faster tyre. I don't think Geerberta should battle him too much.
Well, I think this is about pride now, eh?
You think it is? Well, it could be, could be. Well, both Mercs on the podium at the moment. I don't think anything, unless there's another safety car, will get them off the podium. I think it's all good at the moment. There we go, Red Fury pops into the pits. That's his podium done for the evening, unless there's another safety car. So let's...
he has about what? He has about 15 seconds on Ron.
Yeah, so have a look at that for us. I'm just on board here with Wes and see if he can get past Geerberta. I tell you what, Geerberta's got really good, great straight line speed. Goes to the inside, goes to the outside, and gives him the position. There we go. Runs a little bit wide there. That's probably going to be another time penalty for Wezo. Oh, probably a warning for him. But he's gone past Puerta. Ron has just gone past Aiden Nathan.
Oh, and Aiden Nathan also passed. Oh, and Pickle. Ouch, that hurt Red Fury there.
Oh man, that hurts him badly. So he couldn't change tyres, it's a drive-through. He's still on the same old 9-lap old medium, so not playing his way.
Let's see, and Aiden Nathan's catching Ron very quickly. Looks like he's about in the DRS zone there.
Right, so Torben Kills having a good day out, 12 seconds ahead. This will mean valuable points for him for the World Championship.
Yeah, he needs them, eh? He does.
Yeah, so obviously with 0-2 leading the World Championship and currently being out. Red Fury not having the best of evenings. So let's just do a live calculation here for you. So as it stands, if Torben Kills finishes the way he does tonight, he will be only 10 points behind 0-2, so he will cut that almost by, he will cut it by 25 points, so he will be 10 points behind. Red Fury will, if I look at him currently, he will be in third, Super D will stay in fourth, Maxstar will stay in fifth, Chucky will stay in sixth, so really just Torment and Red Fury getting
biggest game is tonight, yeah.
Absolutely.
And Aiden Nathan's actually through now. He passed Ron.
Here we go. So further down the field on the midfield battles, let's not forget about them. We've got Chucky on 68. We've got Top Dog on 53. Wezo on 52. Aiden Nathan 51. Ron 47. And Geerberta 45. So literally 5 drivers within 10 points of each other. And this will mean handsomely for Ron, for Geerberta, Aiden Nathan. They will all get very close to Chucky. And to Top Dog, so it's going to be interesting in the midfield.
Very, very, very. As I can look here, looks like Pickle's actually gaining on Ron here. He's going to catch him soon.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds. He's obviously got a whole host of penalties, so Ron, if he knows about penalties, if he's got a race engineer, pick your battle. If it's not necessary, then don't. Geerberta falling slightly behind now, 3 seconds behind Wezo, expected. Wezo being obviously on the faster medium tyres. Aiden Nathan is 13 seconds behind Geerberta. He's got 7 laps to catch him. He's on 5-lap old socks. I don't think, well, let's keep an eye on it. It's 13.1 there. Ron currently in 5th, being chased by Scott.
Yeah, it's really, very
Scott
close
goes on the inside. Yeah, makes it stick.
Yeah,
makes it stick. There we go. That's the difference in tyres. 9-lap old mediums versus 17-lap old hards.
I wonder how those tyres actually feel now, because I can see that Ron is sliding all over the place.
Yeah, Ron literally just need to stick with the KKR Pickle if you can, because obviously there's a whole host of penalties coming Scott's way. So if Ron can stick with him, he will jump in in the final standings. Another 3-second time penalty popping up there for Bertha. But you said this earlier. This track is rough on penalties, on track limits.
Bad. It's bad. And now, but he just needs to make sure that he keeps it in check, because now if Eden Nason keeps catching him at the rate he is, he may just pip him there at the end.
Yeah, let's look at penalties. So Eden Nason's got 5 seconds. Bertha's got 9. So that is literally what, a 4-second difference?
Yeah, because if any of them Bertha gets another 3 seconds, then it just...
Yeah, so a net 4 seconds between these two. And currently the gap is 10 seconds, so Bertha's got 6 seconds to play with. I tell you what, he doesn't want to throw away this podium, because
he's worked hard
he's worked hard for this. Even Eden Nason has worked hard for this. He's been practicing a lot, so 10.4 seconds, but we'll keep an eye on that. KK Pickle, he's 6.5 seconds behind Eden Nason, but he's got a whole host of penalties coming his way. Red Fury, he's now behind Ron, so nice battle coming up here. Red Fury, 11 lap old mediums versus 18 lap old hards. Let's see.
He's gonna get him on the DRS though.
Yeah, he probably just needs to wait for the DRS. Yeah. And I tell you what, if you can get past Ron, he will most probably jump KK or Pickle in the penalties as well. So yeah.
It's a bit too far.
Yeah, it's a bit too far. There's no lunge coming this time. I think it will be unwise.
No, gotta...
it goes out on the outside. Yeah, he goes on the outside. Ron doesn't fight that one. Realizes it's a faster tyre, faster driver. So 5 laps to go. Yeah, interesting, exciting race. We've lost 6 drivers.
It's getting close now, eh? It's getting a bit close now between Eden Nason and Bertha.
I tell you what, this is going to be a heartbreak for one driver and ecstasy for the next one. It's 7 seconds. It's literally gone, basically, the lead.
Let's see. Now Torman is just sitting pretty now. He's just pulling. I think Wezo's just settled into 2nd position now. He just wants to finish.
Absolutely. So not sure if Eden Nason's got some warnings coming his way as well, but he's definitely up for 3rd.
Let's see here. He's got 5 seconds still.
So he's 6 seconds behind Bertha. 6.8 seconds, almost 7 seconds. So once that gap gets to 4 seconds, I think Bertha's in trouble. I'm not sure if those hards are holding up. He's got another 4 laps to go. He is working the ERS, so is Eden Nason. They're both giving it their all. This is going to be tight. Unless I just want to have a look at penalties here. Let's just have a look at penalties.
Yeah, it's like he's got 9 seconds. So Bertha has 9, and then Eden Nason has 5. So I was just doing the maths quickly. It's close. So he's like got 2-3 seconds. Eh?
Yeah. So he's got another 2 warnings. So if he gets another track invalidation now, he's in trouble. So Eden Nason looking pretty at the moment. He's almost got that gap down now to 6 seconds.
I'm just looking here. Driver of the day. I would have to give it to Wezo. Okay?
Yeah, look, for me it's okay. So I think for me also driver of the day, probably Wezo, from where he was to where he is now. Obviously here Bertha, also a strong contender for that. KK Pickle also, let's not forget about him. He was all the way from the back of the grid, didn't have a qualifying session to get used to the track. He just jumped into the race car. Currently in 5th, he's probably not going to be 5th with his 22 seconds penalties. But yeah.
But it's unfortunate for him, for Pickle though. all those penalties he picked up because of the safety car, the collisions.
Absolutely. So Torment, let's go to him a bit. We haven't seen him a lot tonight. So Torment in the Red Bull, keeping it nice and together. Very cool, very collected. I think his ears are still zooming with all the action into turn one. I know him and Super D is normally chatting to each other during the race. So one teammate's heart being broken this evening, and one teammate, being very happy and getting the win for the Red Bull. It's all about keeping it together now. From a championship point of view of standings, in terms of the constructors, the Red Bull guys will obviously take 25 points away here. Their closest rivals, which is the McLaren and the Ferrari, not having the best of nights. Ron in 7th, Top Dog obviously retiring. 2 Alpha Tauris out. Only 1 or 2 McLarens left in the points, but it would be a good day for Red Bull if Torment can finish this off for them.
Yeah, it'll be a very, very good day in the office there.
So 2 laps left. I see the gap now between Geert and Aiden Nathan is now under 3 seconds. So I think the Hearts is just running out of meat, unfortunately. Let's get on board with Aiden Nathan. Yeah, you can see Geert in the distance. That makes you just chase it a little bit harder. And yeah.
I'm so surprised he's able to actually drive this many laps with the soft tire.
Look, it's only 10 laps for him at the moment. He's had 2 drive-throughs, so normally Codemaster said probably around about 11 laps on the softs. He's had some, obviously, luck with the safety car and all that kind of stuff. So I think these softs are still good. I don't think it's a big issue for him. I mean, soft versus hard at this stage, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult.
Any day, softs any day.
I mean, I saw that with me and you in Singapore last week. Obviously, you were on the mediums. I think your tires were 2 or 3 laps old. I was on, God knows, 14, 15 lap old in the hards. You can't battle someone like that behind you. You need to pick your battles. I let you come through, and it was just, I didn't fight too hard there.
Oh, there's contact there.
Ooh, there's no lost love between these 2 drivers, that I can tell you. Probably not the best of friends, and showing it on track. Hard clean racing, not sure if there was any carbon fiber bits flying around. It doesn't look that way.
No, it doesn't look like it.
But good driving, good fierce driving, no damage.
It's almost equal now, eh? Because it's 9 seconds on penalties and now 8 seconds on penalties.
Alright, so this will be DRS, and this should be it. Which side is he going to go to? He's going on the inside. Geert lets him come through. There we go. Alright, so let's just have a... Yeah, that's heartbreak, but that's racing. So, yeah, 8 seconds versus 9 seconds. Sure. Yeah.
Unless someone gets
but the race is not overdone with. There is still 2 laps left. Anyone can still make a mistake. We know that people can make mistakes. You can run off track. We've seen plenty of that. We've also seen people, someone might get a penalty, but I think in general a good job by the guys on the Hearts. 22 laps for Geert, 23 laps for Ron. They needed them maybe another safety car to bring them back into contention, but in essence good. Good choice. I mean, they were really nowhere. It was a good decision.
Yeah, very, eh? Because I'm just looking at it, huh? We adapted quickly.
There we go. So, Torment has started his last lap. We're going to stick with him a bit with the Red Bull. So, Torment needed a win. Yep, so he's had a couple of wins this season. Lost a bit of his way in the last couple of races, but bouncing back tonight, staying out of trouble on that race start, which was a bit chaotic. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have lots of footage this evening. That incident taking out 4 cars, Maxstar, Chucky, Super D, Top Dog, and Zero to Cool, basically 5 drivers, 6 drivers, including Chicken Wing, and Maxstar. Sorry, yeah, Maxstar as well. So 6 drivers. Wow.
But have they said anything on the group, or they're still muted, or is just tempers were flaring?
No, I just muted everyone on the group. Yeah, it's not the best time now to talk about racing. Let everyone cool off. We'll switch that back on tomorrow morning again when everyone's had a breather. Um, you know,
And once everyone was cooled off, yeah.
look, I also get extremely frustrated. I get disappointed and angry. I mean, Super D knows me, and I'm probably gonna have a chat with him after this. But you practice so hard, Grim. You'll know this. As
It's
Tolman comes
painful.
past second last corner,
Painful.
you practice hard. You put in the time. You get a good setup, and just to be taken out before you even cross the first corner on the first lap. It's a Super D coming through in Russia, and he takes the vodka. There we go, vodka for him. That's a good drive for Tormund. Well done, Tormund. He crosses the line in first. We're just waiting for Wezo to come through. Driver of the day, I think, for both me and Tormund, or for me and Trevor here. So Wezo goes through. Yeah, there we go. Wezo gone through. Driver of the day for us both in the Comstock. Aiden in third. Open up that gap nicely between him and Fierberta. So he goes up in third. Bertha in fourth. Pickle, he's coming across the line. He's going to lose a lot of places here. Red Fury and Ron will probably jump him. So KKL Pickle crosses the line. Red Fury crosses the line. He jumps him. Ron, is he going to jump him as well? Let's see. Ron jumps him as well. Low, let's see. I don't think Low's got it in the tank to get through. I don't think so. It's a Tronic. Sean crosses the line in ninth, and Low will finish up in eighth. So there we have our provisional standings. Tormund Kills winning for the Red Bull guys in first. Wezo, driver of the day for us in second. Aiden Nason in third. Good draft by him. Fierberta, heartbreak, but I think he'll be extremely happy with fourth. I think if you told him in the beginning of the race, we'll give you fourth, done race, he would have taken it. Red Fury in fifth. Ron sixth. KKR Pickle in seventh. So some damage limitation there for Red Fury. And obviously Tormund making the most out of tonight. The slow queue crosses the line. Let's just look at Codemasters driver of the day. And then I will get everyone into the comms box. And then me and Trevor will have a chat. So Aiden Nason is Codemasters driver of the day. Well done, Adrian. But we'll have a chat with him now. Let's just get to our podium celebrations. And you will see a Red Bull on top. Which is a very good drive there by Tormund. And then you will see the Mercedes of Wezo, good drive. And then Aiden Nason. Well done. Well done. He looks like a Lewis Hamilton with a beard. Come on! I'm gonna give him some nonsense just now. Well done to these guys. Just confirmation before I get the guys into the comms box. There we go. Tormund Kills wins in Russia. Wezo in second, Aiden Nason in third. Brilliant drive by here, Berta in fourth. Red Fury fifth, Ron in sixth, KK Optical in seventh. Low getting good points in eighth, consistent point scorer. And Isatronic in ninth. And then the whole host of DNFs. Sakibiana, Maxstar. Obviously Maxstar, Chucky, Super D, Top Dog, Zero to Cool and Chicken Wing. All part of that first 10 seconds of the race incident. Which I know I'll have my hands full. But yeah, let's get the guys into the comms box. I just want to get everyone in quickly for us. So let's get Tormund in. Alright, so we've invited the guys into the comms box, and then myself and Trevor will have a chat with them. So Trevor, obviously 4 races to go, or 4. Yeah, after this week it will be 4 for Tier 1. Then we're looking forward to Season 3 with some new stuff coming. I'm very excited to start sharing that hopefully by next week with the guys, but I see the guys jumping into the comms box. I think we'll start with, I don't think Aiden Nason is in yet, so let's start with second. There we go. Let's start with third. Let's start with, yeah, let's wait for Eden Nason to pop in with us.
Yes, he's in. He's in.
Adrian?
He's in. Hey, Adrian. How are you, man?
Okay,
You sound out of breath, man. You sound out of breath.
For some other weird reason, I cannot hear Adrian whatsoever from my side.
You cannot hear him.
Maybe he's still loading in.
Yeah, I think he's probably still loading in from my side. So let's give him a couple of seconds and see. Adrian, can you hear me? Adrian?
Can you? Yes.
There we go, there we go, there we go. Right, so Trevor, carry on with Adrian. Well done.
Adrian, well done there. Good drive. Hey, I can see you out of breath, eh? Sounds like you had your hands.
I had a drive-through penalty, so.
We saw that, eh?
On scratch again.
We saw that, and you also got the fastest lap of the race as well. So congrats on that, man.
Thanks, eh? Congratulations to the other guys, second and first.
Thanks.
Adrian, well done, mate. Some good haul of points for you, buddy. Well done. I tell you what, when you got onto the softs, I thought, yo, this is going to be interesting last couple of laps. And if you didn't get the drive through, I think the two front runners might maybe not Tormund so much, but there would have been some trouble because you were definitely on a fast tire and you were going very quickly.
Yeah, I was quite fast. So
yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And obviously looking forward next week to Japan before we take Christmas. Happy with Japan?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
There we go, that sounds confident.
Yeah, the confidence there.
Very confident there with Japan. Adrian, well done, mate.
We'll see on those double S's. That first sector. Yeah. How you guys do there.
But listen, well done, Adrian. Well done, mate.
Cheers, eh? Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
Adrian. Thanks, man. Right, and then obviously we've got Wezo. Dude, what a race. Eventful.
Yeah, I had a lot of luck in the beginning there. The guys, I don't know what they did on us.
How did you avoid all of that at the beginning? How did you actually...
I slacked off. I saw chaos in the beginning. I slacked off a bit, see where I can get a gap, and I went through. But then somehow, I don't know if it was a glitch or what, I touched max star and I got a 5-second penalty. And that caused me to, after I went for the pit, that 5 seconds put me out of contention with Tormund, so I couldn't catch him after that. There was a big gap, I think about 12 seconds and that. But I knew if I just stick to my guns, Eden Nason won't catch me there at the end because I saw he had a drive-through as well. So I just kept it here and nursing the tires all the way home. I know even if I could get to Tormund, I already had a 3-second penalty, so there's no use of
Absolutely, yeah.
Just kept it clean and tried to take the car home.
Obviously a lot of talking about that first, I won't even say corner incident because it was way before the corner. Anything from your point of view? I mean, could you see anything that happened there? What was from the cockpit, could you see anything funny?
I just saw a car spinning around and out, and a lot of guys getting 5-second penalties. Obviously colliding with some of the guys in, I don't know what exactly happened, but I just tried to dodge the bullets. Luckily I got through and I jumped in places because I had a very poor qualifying. I couldn't get the car on that mediums.
Yeah, look, for me and Trevor, both of us, we said driver of the day definitely for you from the comms box. And a good drive, Wesley. Dude, well done, mate. It's about time we get you on the podium and get you in the comms box. So good driving, and hopefully you can do the same in Japan coming up.
Yeah, well, I like Japan, and
there you go.
guys can mess up corner 1 again.
I think anything is possible in corner 1 in Japan. Look at what happened tonight. Listen, buddy, from all of us, well done and congratulations.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, bud. Torment.
Yo.
Race winner.
So first of all, from my side, as a Red Bull team member, well done, buddy. The second thing that I want to ask you is this: you had a really good start. I mean, Super D, your teammate, didn't have the best of starts. You came past. Top Dog also almost got past him. And then the chaos erupted just behind you. You couldn't see anything, obviously, because you were leading. Any feedback from your teammate? I know he's obviously very frustrated, so don't give me all the names that he's been giving you. But frustrating for him.
Yeah, so we always race in a party. So I looked back when I heard him saying, "Oh no!" I looked back and I saw there was a heap of cars on the right side of the track, like way behind. And then he told me he DNF'd. So very unlucky for him because he was very fast on this track. But yeah, it was a very messy start. But I was lucky enough to avoid the damage and win the race eventually.
Yeah, look, dude, I think what gave you the race tonight was your start. I'm going to look at the replay again tonight, but you literally got off the line well. You were in front of D and Top Dog before the chaos hit, and if you didn't have that good start, you probably would have been part of that chaos. So, so well done on the start. Was it difficult to manage the race later on? Obviously, being ahead, leading by 12 seconds, it's easy to make mistakes.
Yeah, so the first maybe 10 laps were a bit tricky. You're always sweating and nervous. Luckily, I had so in our party we're always 4. So the other guys just kept their calm, kept me calm as well. But it was a very tricky first few laps. I was very scared with the virtual safety car. I think we had 2 virtual safety cars, the safety car and the 2 virtual safety cars, I think, in the first 15 laps. And I was really trying to watch my delta, but I was very, very nervous.
Trevor, anything for Mr. Race Winner here?
No, not actually. This is congrats there, man. Because I saw that start. I was like, yes. Yeah. I was even telling. I
would really
like he's a lucky boy.
I tell you what, I will give some body parts to have a start like that. But you know what, Torment, I'm going to have a chat to D obviously now. But well done, buddy. A good win for you. It brings you back into championship contention. Obviously, Zero to Cool retiring tonight. D retiring. Red Fury not having the best races. This is going to put you 10 points behind Zero to Cool again. So it's all to play for with 4 races to go.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm really gutted for Super D. I feel like he was faster than me on this track. I'm sure we would have had like a 1-2. Red Bull 1-2 first.
Yeah, look, I looked at his qualifying time and I was just like,
yeah,
dude, that's faster than my time trial time. I do not know how D pulls these laps out. I mean, even last week in Singapore, he was extremely quick. So disappointing, but from a team point of view, 25 points for the Red Bull team. It increases your lead, obviously, over the McLaren and the Ferrari guys. The Ferrari guys not having the best of days, with Top Dog retiring. I think Ron was in 6th or 7th. So for the team, it was not a bad day.
Yeah, and when we say team, we mean Super D, myself, Josh, and Bab. Who like, I'm sure you've joined our parties before, and we always race together. We wouldn't be fast without those guys because they push us hard. Josh is very fast, so he always pushes us. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
so well done to Josh and to Bob. Well done, guys.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Listen, Bab, thank you so much, and see you in Japan next week.
Sure. Thanks, boys.
Awesome stuff.
Enjoy the victory, man.
Sure. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
He's going to have a good Wednesday. Or a Tuesday, sorry. So that's it from our side. So just once again from our side, Trevor, thank you very much for joining me. It's normally very quite boring speaking to myself. It was nice of you to pop in and have a chat. It was interesting to hear your thoughts about Tier 1 and Tier 2. Looking forward to, I hope you can't play on Wednesday night. I hope your internet goes. No, I'm just messing with you. Looking forward to...
Our power went off. Our power went off twice. So once during the week, and then again on Saturday.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm a regular taxpayer. I'll make sure that I phone Eskom and just tell them they must. But listen, now looking forward to seeing you on track in Russia on Wednesday. And if you want to catch Trevor, Grimjaw Jagger, you can catch him on Wednesday night. He's racing in Tier 1. Just after 7, we'll start with qualifying, and then it's the race. Very close in Tier 1 between myself, Yakunapel, obviously Red Bull DTM, my teammate, and then Grimjaw. So it's a very close battle there. So thank you very much for joining me, bud, and looking forward to Wednesday.
Thanks for having me, and I'll look forward to a full grid.
Absolutely.
For the Russia race, yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks, bud. It's always a pleasure to have you. We'll speak to you next week.
Okay. No,
Great
cheers,
stuff. Cheers, man. And thank you very much for everyone. You can catch us obviously on Facebook. It's Full Throttle Racing F1. And also check out the website. It's FTR or www.ftrf1.com. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Ciao, ciao.